Now, today's question is the Saudi Pro League a top five league in the world? Remember when Cristiano Ronaldo joined the Saudi League last year and we all had our doubts? Some were like, oh, why is he joined the Saudi League? He's doing it for the money. Like, he's old. Like, he's done, right? But the question is the Saudi Pro League a top five league? To me, currently, it is. It is. I would put it number four in the world. Remember what I said when Ronaldo joined last year, right? A lot of people had their doubts, right? But the way they are growing, the signings they are making, the infrastructure, the stadiums that they are building, they are getting up there, right? Um, I'm gonna go ahead and name my top five leagues at the moment, right? I'm gonna go with the Premier League. I'm gonna go with La Liga, which is the Spanish league, and then I'm gonna put Serie A, right? And the Saudi league, then Bundesliga, which is the German league. Then I'm gonna go to League One, which is the French league, and then MLS. Now, now, I wouldn't be surprised, right, if the Saudi Pro League even overtakes Serie A in the next and La Liga in the next upcoming years. Why am I saying that? I feel like La Liga is only La Liga because of Real Madrid and Barcelona, right? And Serie A because of Jose Mourinho and Juventus and all those guys. But with the amount of signings that these guys are doing, right? I see them overtaking these leagues. So to answer the question that I posed, is the Saudi Pro League a top five league? Yes, it is. It is. It is a top four league at the moment. Currently, like I said, it's behind the Premier League. It goes the Premier League, it goes La Liga, it goes Serie A, and then the Saudi League, then Bundesliga. I'm sorry, Bundesliga. I'm sorry, German. I'm sorry. Then League One, right, and then MLS. It's they I think we are all shocked a little bit at how fast they are growing. But I mean, are we surprised? We can be surprised because the game is about money, and they have the funds. They've made some incredible signings over this couple months, right? They are improving the game. So when Ronaldo made that statement that in the next 5 years we'll be seeing them as a top league, I think it's happening sooner than we expected. I think they are growing really well. They are growing really, really, really fast. And you know, right now they are working on signing Mo Salah from Liverpool. I think once they acquire Mo Salah from Liverpool, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. I think once they get Mo Salah from Liverpool, they are going to move up. They are going to be right behind the Premier League. I think if they do get their hands on Mo Salah, right, that means La Liga, they will be better than La Liga. They will be better than Serie A. They will be better than Bundesliga. They will be better than League One and the MLS. So they are growing. They are growing. Ronaldo said 5 years, but they are doing it way faster than we expected. Now, I'm going to go ahead, right, and mention to you guys some of the players that they have signed in just couple months. Let's look at El Nasser, right? El Nasser has signed Ronaldo, like Brozovic from Inter Milan, Otavio from FC Porto, Sadio Mane from Bayern Munich, basically Liverpool, Laporta from Man City, Seko Fofana from Lens, Alex Telles from Man United, and they keep signing, right? El Ahly, another team which is the Al Hilal, right? They have Koulibaly from Chelsea, Mitrovic from Fulham. They have Ruben Neves from Wolves, Neymar from PSG. And if you have been keeping tabs, right, Neymar even said that league is better than League One. They have Bono from Sevilla, Malcolm from Zenit, Milenkovic from Lazio, and another team in Saudi Arabia, which is Al Ittihad, also has Fabinho from Liverpool, Kante, Chelsea, Luis Felipe, Real Betis, Benzema, Madrid. That's a Ballon d'Or winner right there. And they have Jota from Celtic. Now let's go to Al Ali. They've signed Mahrez from Man City. They've signed Mendy from Chelsea. They've signed Firmino from Liverpool. Albanese from Roma. Frank Kelsey, Barcelona, Di Maria, Atlanta, Saint Maximin, Newcastle, Gabriel Vigar, Celta Figo. One more team in the Saudi League, which is Al Ettifaq, has signed Georgino Wijnaldum from PSG. Jordan Henderson, Liverpool. Steven Gerrard, he's a coach, right? I expect a lot of coaches to go there. Expect a lot of coaches. Dembele from Lyon, not Barcelona Dembele or PSG Dembele. This is the different Dembele. Jack Hendry, Bruges, Demar Gray, Everton. So in the last 6 months, right, the amount of signings that these guys have done it's insane. It's insane, and they are only improving. I know a lot of people keep saying they are ruining the game with their money, right? But at the end of the day, football is about money. Where was all the fuss and where was all the screaming and like the backlash when the Premier League was buying players from Africa, when MLS was signing, when LA Galaxy was signing players, to America. Like, where was all the fuss? Now, when Saudi does it, it's a problem, right? It's a game. You play the game or you lose. So, like I said, is the Saudi Pro League a top 5 league? In my personal opinion, yes, it is a top 5 league. Ronaldo gave us 5 years, but they have done it in 2 years. And they have done it in 6 months. And as time goes on, they are going to keep signing. They are going to keep signing. They have, let's go back. They've signed Neymar, they've signed Benzema, and they have Ronaldo himself. These are 3 top players. And once they get their hands on Mo Salah is their biggest project. Once they get Mo Salah, it is done. Once they get their hands on Mo Salah, it is done. I think a lot of the bash that I think a lot of hate that the Saudis get is because of if you pay attention to the world, they've always been there's always been controversy about human rights. So I think the whole world kind of overlooked them, right? They've been overlooked over the past couple years. But dude, I don't want to comment on that. We are here to talk about sports. I think with the signings that they are doing, I see them becoming a top league. So I'm proud of the Saudis. They did a great job with the World Cup. The World Cup was beautiful. Once again, it was a lot of backlash, controversies around the World Cup, but I think they hosted a really, really, really nice World Cup. The Saudis are doing amazing. So yes, it is a top 5 league. It is a top 5 league. I will go back again to announce it. It goes for me now. It goes the Premier League, La Liga. If they keep on signing people like they are signing, right, at this rate, I see them overtaking La Liga, right? La Liga is just Real Madrid and Barcelona right now, keeping it going. Serie A, once Jose Mourinho is out of that place, Serie A is almost done. Juventus is almost relegated. No, not relegated, but they got caught with the I think with some fair play charges. Their points were deducted and all that stuff. So Napoli is playing well. Juve is still doing. Serie A is still doing well, but there's still some controversies around it. And at this rate, if the Saudis keep signing players, I see them overtaking Serie A and La Liga, which means they will become the second after the Premier League. The reason why I put them above Bundesliga is always been a one-sided league. It's always been Bayern Munich, right? Bayern has won so many titles over the last 20 years. League One is done, but Messi is out. Neymar is out, so League One is done. Saudi League is already better than League One. MLS, no. Some of the African leagues, this league is already better than that. So, I think of late, people that were laughing at Ronaldo when he first joined El Nasser, right? I think people are not laughing anymore. I think people are now starting to pay attention to the Saudi League. There's been a conversations around them of even joining the Champions League. So the next step is that, listen, the next step for these people, right? It's crazy because for my prediction in the next 3 years, I see them playing the Champions League. That's how scary it is. That's how grow. That's the growth that these people are gonna be enjoying. I wouldn't be surprised if they start competing in the Champions League. So yes, the Saudi league is a top five league, and kudos to the Saudis. Kudos to the Saudis. Now, remember what I said. Mo Salah is their biggest project. Mo Salah is their biggest project. They flew to England again last week to negotiate. I think they offered 150 million, but I think Liverpool declined. Now they've added 300 million. You got to realize Mo Salah has also won everything, right? He's a Muslim. Eventually, I see him going to Saudi. And once they get their hands on Mo Salah, I think the project is complete. So yes, I wouldn't even say 5 years. In the next 5 years, I wouldn't even say in the next 3 years, 4 years. I'm giving it 2 years. The Saudi league is going to be a top three league in the world. I also see them playing in the Champions League. So yes, shout out to Ronaldo. His influence is unmatched. Ronaldo went, and the amount of stars that have joined has been insane. The amount of stars. Like now you have, and it's funny because it's not done. A lot of people are gonna go. A lot of players are gonna go from Europe to the Saudi league. So yes, expect the league to keep growing. Expect them to keep getting better. Because these are some tough names that they have. Ronaldo, Sadio Man, Ruben Neves, Neymar, Bono, Fabinho, Kante, Benzema, Mahrez, Mendy. Some of these guys are still in their prime, so, and they have the money to build the infrastructures. They have the money to keep bettering their league. So I expect them to overtake La Liga. I expect them to overtake Serie A. Or they've already taken Bundesliga. So yes, they will be, sooner or later they will be competing with the Premier Leagues. And also I see them in the Champions League pretty soon. So Ronaldo, shout out to your influence. Saudis, we are proud of you guys, man. Keep doing your thing.